Why do Japanese men in their 70s and 80s still walk upright, still climb stairs without pain, and, in many cases, still enjoy a healthy sex life? It's not genetics, it's not expensive supplements, it's something much simpler, a daily ritual of gentle movements that nourish their blood flow, protect their nerves, and keep their pelvis alive. Movements that take just a few minutes, but quietly preserve one of the most vital signals of male health: circulation, down there. Most Western men never learn these. Instead, we sit, we stiffen, we disconnect. And by the time we realize something's wrong, the signal is already fading, but it doesn't have to be this way. In this video, you'll learn 6 daily movements inspired by Japanese elders that restore blood flow to the legs, hips, and pelvic floor, and help bring back something you might have thought was gone for good. I'm Dr. Daniel Hayes. For over 10 years, I've helped men over 50 rebuild their strength, sensitivity, and circulation without relying on pills, pressure, or performance anxiety. And I've noticed something powerful: the men who stay active, confident, and vibrant well into their 60s, 70s, and even 80s. They aren't necessarily the strongest. They're the ones who move with awareness. They don't push harder. They move smarter, especially in the areas most men ignore: the hips, the groin, and the pelvic floor. This week, a patient asked me, "Why do I feel weaker down there even though I still lift weights?" I told him, "You're strengthening the wrong areas. You're skipping the ones that matter most." In this video, I'll show you 6 gentle movements used by some of the longest living, most physically capable elders in Japan. Movements that reawaken blood flow, balance the nervous system, and bring energy back to where you need it most. It doesn't happen overnight. You don't wake up one day and suddenly lose your energy, your drive, or your erections. Instead, it fades, quietly. First, you feel a little stiffer in the morning, then your legs feel heavy, then a long walk leaves your feet tingling, or your lower back aching. You brush it off. You're just getting older, you tell yourself. Until one morning, you wake up. And there's no morning wood. You still feel desire, you still care, but your body just doesn't respond. And it's not because you've lost your masculinity. It's because you've lost momentum. Blood flow slows, nerves get compressed. The small muscles that support your pelvis, hips, and groin become stiff, starved of oxygen, disconnected from your core. And the worst part? Most men try to fix this with more cardio, more supplements, more force. But what you really need is to go back to the basics, to move the way your body was designed to move, gently, rhythmically, deliberately, the way Japanese elders do, every single day. Movements that don't just keep your legs strong, they keep your signal strong, the one that says, "I'm alive. I'm a man. I still feel." Think of your body like a river system. When the water is flowing freely, every organ, every cell, every function thrives. But when the current slows or the banks get clogged, stagnation begins. Downstream areas like your legs, pelvis, and groin start to suffer first. That's exactly what happens with poor circulation in aging men. Let me break it down simply. 1. Blood flow is life. Your erections depend entirely on blood filling the penile chambers. No blood, no firmness. But that blood flow isn't isolated. It starts from the heart, passes through the abdomen, down into the pelvis, and finally into the erectile tissue. If the roads leading there are tight, kinked, or inflamed, very little makes it to the final destination. 2. Muscles compress vessels. Sitting too long, stiff hips, weak glutes. All of these press down on the arteries and nerves that feed your groin, especially the internal pudendal artery and the sacral nerves. 2 critical lines for erection strength and sensation. 3. Stress shuts down the signal. When your body is in fight or flight mode, blood is directed away from the pelvis. Your nervous system literally tells your groin, "Not now." The result? Weak response, delayed arousal, numbness. Fourth movement reactivates everything. This is where Japanese elders have it right. They don't rely on gym memberships. They rely on movement as medicine, gentle, daily patterns that open the hips, engage deep pelvic muscles, mobilize the lower spine, encourage blood to flow where it's needed, recalibrate the nervous system toward calm. The National Institute on Aging and Japanese Health Studies consistently show that men who maintain daily hip and leg mobility not only have better balance and heart health, they also report higher testosterone levels and fewer sexual performance issues. And you don't need 60 minutes a day. You need 6 small movements. Coming up, I'll walk you through each one, why it works, how to do it, and how it helps restore both your foundation and your fire. 1. Seated hip rolls. Loosen the gates. Most men have locked hips. This movement gently greases the hinges. Why it works: mobilizes the hip joints, increases blood flow to the pelvis, and decompresses nerves that often get pinched during prolonged sitting. How to do it: sit at the edge of a firm chair. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Slowly rotate your hips in a circular motion, 5 times clockwise, 5 times counterclockwise. Keep your spine upright and your breath steady. Feel it, like oiling a joint that hasn't moved in years. It's not flashy, but it wakes up what's been forgotten. 2. Knee drops. Unclench the root. Unlocks the base of the pelvis, where blood vessels and nerves pass through. Why it works: releases tension in the deep hip rotators and pelvic floor, critical areas for blood flow to the genitals. How to do it: lie on your back with knees bent, feet flat. Slowly drop both knees to one side, then back to center, then to the other side. Keep your shoulders on the ground. Repeat 10 times slowly. Bonus: exhale as you drop knees. This activates the parasympathetic system, your rest and restore mode. 3. Heel pumps. Activate the flow. Simple but powerful to re-engage blood flow from the legs upward. Why it works: stimulates the calf muscle pump, a key driver of venous return to the heart and pelvis. How to do it: sit or lie down comfortably. Flex and point your toes, like you're pressing and releasing a gas pedal, 20 to 30 reps each foot, nice and slow. Feel it, like priming a pump. The blood that was stuck in your feet starts to move and rise. 4. Deep squat hold. Reconnect the base. This is a secret weapon of Japanese elders, often done during daily tasks like gardening or waiting for the train. Why it works: opens the pelvic outlet, stretches the perineum, lengthens the spine, and deeply grounds the nervous system. How to do it: stand with feet shoulder width apart. Slowly lower into a deep squat, as low as comfortable. Keep heels down and chest up. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds. Breathe. Relax your jaw. If needed, hold onto a sturdy surface or squat near a wall. Modification: can't go deep? Do a half squat or sit on a low stool. Powerful image. This is how the body says, "I belong to the earth again." 5. Ankle circles. Clear the channels. We often forget circulation starts at the lowest points. Why it works: improves blood flow to and from the feet, critical for keeping pressure off the prostate and restoring pelvic circulation. How to do it: sit or lie down. Lift one leg, rotate your ankle in a full circle, 10 times clockwise, 10 times counterclockwise. Repeat with the other leg. Keep the rest of your body relaxed. Feels simple. It is, but small hinges swing big doors. 6. Pelvic rocking. Wake the signal. Most men don't know how to move their pelvis independently. This resets that ability, like tuning a radio to the right station. Why it works: gently mobilizes the sacrum and tailbone, reconnects mind to pelvis awareness, and promotes parasympathetic tone, key for erection strength. How to do it: sit on a chair with feet flat, tilt your pelvis forward, arching lower back slightly, then backward, tucking tailbone under. Move slowly and deliberately, 10 to 15 slow reps. Notice, this is the first time many men consciously move the part of their body that controls performance. How to use these movements. Do all 6 once daily. Takes about 8 to 10 minutes best time. Morning or evening after a shower. Combine with slow nasal breathing. Within 7 to 10 days, men report stronger morning erections, warmer feet, less urgency to urinate at night, and more confidence. You don't need to fight your age. You just need to move the parts that no one ever taught you to move. You weren't designed to slow down. You were designed to move fluidly, intentionally, powerfully. But somewhere along the way, that movement was lost, replaced by long hours of sitting, by stress, by stillness that slowly suffocates sensation. And yet, your body hasn't forgotten. It's been waiting for you to stretch, to loosen, to open the gates again and let the river flow where it's meant to. These 6 movements aren't just exercises, they're a reconnection ritual to your legs, your pelvis, your circulation, your signal as a man. They're what you were meant to do long before pills, pressure, and shame clouded your understanding of what's really going on. So today, I invite you to move like an elder, not because you're old, but because elders understand something youth forget. The deepest strength is in rhythm, in gentleness, in knowing how to unlock yourself every single day. You're not stiff because you're aging. You're stiff because you've stopped moving the parts that matter most. Let them move again. Let the blood return. Let your masculinity breathe. If these 6 movements helped you feel something, even just a little more alive, a little more connected, a little more you, then don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with a friend, a brother, or any man you know who's quietly wondering why things feel off. Who's been blaming age or stress or hormones when maybe he just needs to move differently. And if you want more tools like this, simple, grounded, backed by science, and built for real men over 50, subscribe to this channel. Every week, I'll walk with you. Through movement, through knowledge, through the quiet work of reclaiming the parts of you that were never lost, just locked. And now, you have the key.